Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you all this morning? And Happy New Year's. Today is 2026. Yeah, it's 2026. The rest of the year, too, right? Not just today. But hey, welcome, everybody. I've got some stuff to talk about this morning. I think you're going to really enjoy this. If I can find the right place, I always get set up. I'm going to talk about Artemis in just a second. So don't go anywhere. This is my first weekly space update of 2026, right? And I'm going to talk about my mission to Mars and also the Artemis program that's going to the moon, right? And me and how all this comes together, right? Stick with me here. You might like this. You just might like this, especially if you're of a scientific mind, right? I have my notes there and I have my notes here. So if you see me looking back and forth, I'm confusing myself, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm going on 4 years now on my quest to save the life of a scientist, AKA or slash astronaut, right? Who is probably worth millions, if not billions of dollars in training, education, experience, and more, right? I want to be on that first man mission to Mars. That's how I'm going to save their life, right? Because a lot of people don't realize the dynamics involved in going to Mars. I'll cover that in just a few moments. I'm going to try to make this quick. But first, I do want to talk about the Artemis program here, of what they're going on here. Let's talk about this. It's the upcoming Artemis 2 mission that's coming up. Those are the Artemis missions. I'm at the NASA website. Let's see, where to go? Artemis 2. Click here, and this is what I wanted to see. Well, come on, where are you? Where is you? You know, I get stuff all set up. This is why I need a crew. These are the 4 astronauts going up to the moon, but I need a crew so that I don't make these mistakes. I had this thing all set up just right, ready to roll, ready to go, and on with the show, right? Oh, there we go. I clicked on that, and there we go. That's what I wanted there. Okay, listen. So Artemis 2, it's scheduled to go up in February, less than 60 days from now. Artemis 2 will be going up into space on a planned flyby of the moon. Not just a flyby, but a fly around the moon. They're going to get to go around and look on the back side of the moon, the dark side of the moon. I hope they have strong flashlights, right? Not like a missing yellow flashlight. Real quickly, missing yellow flashlights. Sebastian Rogers, going into 2026, he is still missing. Hopes and prayers that we uncover what happened to him, where he's at, and that those responsible are held accountable. But yeah, listening. So Artemis 2's moon flyby planned for next month in February, where once again NASA's going to be testing the Space Launch System and the Orion spacecraft. Yeah, they did that. Phase 1 was Artemis 1, of course. That would be phase 1, which went up in 2022, and that was unmanned, right? So after completing that in 2022, in less than 60 days, we're going to put a 4-man crew on this historic 10-day mission around the moon and back. It's going to take 10 days to do all of that. And we're going to put 4 people in a moving Orion spacecraft rocket, and they're going to go around the moon. They're going to try all these new programs and things out, including new spacesuits, right? Pretty exciting stuff. And the Artemis 3 project mission planned for early 2028, where there will be a lunar landing on the south pole of the moon, where no man has ever been before, right? It'll be the first time, the first men on the south pole of the moon, also testing out those new advanced spacesuits and much, much more. I tell you what, I'm excited because I know that I have a header on both notes. Everything is a milestone in getting to Mars in the next 10 years. Everything is a milestone for me getting to Mars in the next 10 years. Yeah. I truly believe that this very live tube, did I say live tube? At least I catch myself now. This very live YouTube stream is also a milestone. My first live stream for 2026 just happens to be on a Thursday when I happen to do my weekly space updates. That to me is a milestone. That is a sign for me that this, for 2026, this might be the most important thing. Well, This is also the most important thing. And my Sundays are the most important thing. You get it, I think. You're the most important thing. That's why I do these 5 days a week at 8 a.m. Let me get back on program here. Oh, I have it on here. This very live YouTube stream that happens every Thursday at 8 a.m. while I remain on Earth. I talk about Sebastian Rogers on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. while I remain on Earth. While I'm not on Earth, I will still go live, but the farther away I go, the more that time delay is going to take, delay in that signal getting back here to Earth. I will be live. Just how long will it take you to get to see it live? Right now, you can see it just by turning your notifications on. Hit that subscribe button. Let me get back on my notes. I am confident, and I truly believe it will be a benefit to all mankind. I thought mankind, man and womankind, whatever. It will be a benefit to allow me to sit in one of 4 seats on that first manned starship to Mars. It's going to happen, folks, not if, but when. I'll supply the other 3 members for this one-way life-saving trip, a one-way trip that's life-saving. Those of us going, we are members of the Coalition of Expendable Seniors. I invite you to check that out. More on that is at my .com site, my dedicated.com site. That is at SubaruSteve.com. Check it out. If you're just listening right now, open up another screen. Check out the SubaruSteve.com site. So listen, it'll be a 6-month journey. So once the rocket takes off, right, once the Starship leaves Earth, and it cannot leave Earth until the Mars and Earth have come around into the right orbit to create the short 6-month journey to get to Mars, right? And then once we get this rocket, this Starship from Earth all the way to Mars 6 months later, next question is, can we get there in a 6-month journey? 2, can we land there with the payload that we want to take to the planet, right? Right? 3, can we survive for 30 days on the planet? Of course, on day 28, one hell of a party is going to start. But yeah, we're good with that because you know what? Once you're there, to come back, to wait for the planets to be aligned in the right format, you have to wait about 2.5 years, 2 years, 2 months, whatever, 2 years to make the next 6-month journey back. Now, I'm sorry, in my book, 6 months to get there, 6 months back, that's a year. And over 2 years for the right window, that's over 3 years and 2 months that those first people to Mars are gone if they were coming back as soon as possible. We don't need to come back. We on the Coalition of Expendable Seniors, we've lived a great life. We want to donate our life to science, right? If I can save the life of a scientist or an astronaut, that first mission to Mars, the speculation will just be all robots. Well, even if it's going to be robots, you're going to need a few trained monkeys that can speak and type and listen and dust and work to go. We're an expendable setup crew, right? There's so much logic in this. I'm going to go off my notes for a second. These are things I talk about frequently. Not only will it benefit everybody if you go along with this SubaruSteve mission to Mars, right? It's that important that I have a board up there that it stays fresh in my mind every day. But it's so important because not only will we be able to say, yes, we can go 6 months, and yes, we can land on the planet, and yes, we can set up a little habitat, and yes, we can survive for up to 30 days, right? Forget all the extra payload you're getting to send to the planet as well, right? So what happens after 30 days? Euthanasia. I just want to have a hell of a party, a 48-hour party that ends with the ultimate high by saying bye. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Listen, not only that, but when the next crewed mission goes to Mars, check this out. There's a livable habitat sitting there that has held life for 30 days, right? All you got to do is go and turn everything on. Everything's ready to go. We've tested it. We've tried everything out. And if something didn't work, we let you know so that you knew when you came the next time what to bring, right? Now, they say the bad part about going to Mars and back is you got to take extra stuff there to live for 3 years and then come back. Fuel, oxygen. I said fuel. I didn't say food. Yeah. Water. Yeah. All that stuff. 3 years worth or 30 days worth. Come on. Come on, you rocket scientists out there. Hear the logic in this. Okay, I don't want to embellish and go on and on and on. Try to stay to around 15 minutes. Robbie the robot over there is telling me it's almost a 15-minute mark, as well as the clock over there. Listen, if you're the slightest bit interested in what I've shared with you, please check out my dedicated website at SubaruSteve.com. All the logic is there. The website is totally devoted to me getting to Mars. And there's other stuff on there too. Other live streams, other videos. I've updated regularly. I need to go in and update it for January, right? But check it out and keep current with these weekly updates. I hope you'll subscribe. I'm now in my 4th year in a row of doing Thursday space updates. Yep. And set a time for 2026. I have a set time for 2026. Sunday through Thursday, you can catch me live here on YouTube at 8 a.m. I do hope you'll subscribe. Remember, chasing your dreams like I am, it's the only way to get them. Had I not chased my dreams 4 years ago, I wouldn't have a book. I wouldn't have space. I wouldn't have a dream and a desire in an now 68-year-old man's heart, mind, body, and soul of doing something good for others, including you. I hope and pray you'll subscribe. Other than that, I'm high-fiving out. I hope to see you Sunday for Sunday morning social media sermon number, I don't know if you can see that, 135. Hopefully we'll have some more subscribers and not less. I lost 3 subscribers last Sunday. I got to go back and listen to that message. Did I strike a nerve? Oh, I must have struck a nerve. Anyways, folks, I'm high-fiving out. Chase those dreams. It's the only way to make them happen. Bye-bye.